Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 266th episode of the Angry Cuddles podcast. My name is Steven. Joining me today, Will Roth.
Hey.
Lead singer of bands. I don't even know anymore.
Shit.
Corporate Cal.
In the house.
He plays LOL. He'll make you LOL. And at the end of the couch is Byronic Commando.
Yo.
At 42% health.
He's in full commando.
Red
actually.
Warrior needs food badly.
It's at 42%.
Oh, no food for me. I'm still trying to clean the system out. So
Oh,
God.
good God.
Thank you.
Jesus.
You're welcome.
I like the hand visual about it too.
So today we're talking about board games. We also have a giveaway at the end of the show. Hello, June. Thanks for coming by.
Hello.
Shark is in the chat, and
Hello,
we'll be welcoming people. And
Shark is in the chat.
being Sharky, the shark-infested chat waters.
She's swimming around in the chat.
So
I
let's-
like it.
Let's tell a brief. Normally, I'd ask you guys what you've been playing, but we're going to tell a brief Ark story from a couple of different perspectives here, and then we're going to get into board games. We started playing a game called Ark, and if you guys aren't familiar with it, it's a survival game. You can build shit, and there's dinosaurs, and you can ride them and tame them and stuff. But it's brutal as shit, and you start off with nothing.
With
Nothing.
literally nothing.
Nothing.
So me, Sam, and Jonathan, from the guys that we play the Division streams with, we've been playing Ark, and we created a tribe that we don't have a real name for it yet. It's just called the Tribe of Corvus right now. We told Will and Cal to get in and to meet us, and like survive long enough to meet us, we'll induct you. So we get to the point where we're actually up to stone. Like, we're building stone stuff now. We got irrigation, so we got water piped in to where we are, so we can just go outside and grab a drink.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, sounds pretty great. So Jonathan's on the farm, and he's doing stuff. June points out Purple Guy is not purple today. No, he's wearing an AC tank, which you guys can actually buy this tank if you want on our Facebook shop. The link is in the chat on what the Nightbot's telling you to do. So these three guys, a pterodactyl comes in, lands on our farm.
Yeah.
Three guys get off him.
Like it does.
They're like, they point to Jonathan and they're like, there's the fucker. And so Jonathan runs inside and shuts the door. What I had done was I knew you were on your way, so I had built you a little hut called Will's Jackbox. And
Thank
on the
you.
sign, I
So
said,
sweet.
Will's Jackbox.
Yeah.
Right? So they land, and they're like, there's the fucker. Jonathan runs inside, shuts the door, and they're like, we know it's you guys that's fucking with our shit. And Jonathan's like, okay, look, you guys are clearly, like, way outmatched me. Like, you got guns and shit. You can ride pterodactyls. We barely have water, so I'm just going to open my door and come outside and we can talk. I'm like, okay. So he comes out, and they're like, this guy named Will, we know you've got a sign here. This is Will's Jackbox, so we know he's one of you.
So you guys fucked me.
And they said, he's been going around killing our shit, and, you know, we know that he's part of you guys. And Johnson's like, listen, we know a guy named Will. We don't think that's our Will. He just started. There's no way that he's going to be able to, like, really wreak any havoc, because he had just started. So it's not us. Look at us. We don't have much. We can't take you on. If you guys wanted to raise us to the ground, you totally can. But I'm telling you, it's not us. And they're like, okay, yeah, look, like they don't even have fucking weapons. They've got spears basically. And that other guy wasn't part of a tribe yet, so maybe he's not with them. And Jonathan's like, yeah. So they fly off, and Jonathan tells me the story. I'm like, oh fuck. And so I text Will, and I go, hey man, have you been going around like fucking trying to kill pterodactyls and shit? And he goes,
I said, yes. Because here's what happened from my fucking end. So I'm in the game. I wake up on the island, right? As one baby child in Ark does.
yeah.
And they look at their arm and they're like, what is that? And I start creating for myself a new world, you know? I make myself a little hut on the beach.
Such dramatics.
Yeah, a humble little hut. I didn't want much.
I'm going to
just
switch
wanted
that
to
camera while you're
survive.
talking. I'm just going to shift it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just wanted to survive, you know? And I went spearfishing in the
Yeah.
evenings. And
Yeah.
I was doing okay. And then you texted me one night. I hadn't been on in a day.
Yeah.
You texted me and you said, I think I found your cabin, Will. I said,
Yeah.
great. Awesome. And you go,
Oh, that's right.
you go, I think there's
I'd forgotten
someone
about
in there. And I was like, what do you mean? The fuck am I getting raided? And so I get back on. I realize I've been killed. I go back I find my way back to my cabin. They took the roof off my fucking cabin. They took they destroyed
That's
half
just
of
real
it.
savage.
They took all my stuff.
Right.
And they left a giant scorpion in my cabin. So I fashion a spear as soon as I can. I go into the cabin, and I just stab the scorpion until it's no more. I
Okay.
kill their scorpion.
You kill the scorpion. That's good.
I think they're upset about that.
Do you know, like, does it have a destroyed by
Yes.
or anything?
So
do
when
you
I
know-
came in, it said destroyed by Sky People. Blah blah blah.
Oh, it was the Sky People.
And it said underneath it, tribe harder, bro. Like they left a message.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And I said, I'm not even a fucking tribe, you assholes. So
Yeah.
I found their whereabouts,
Okay.
covered myself in mud and my own shit, and then built spears and went up to their little domain and found their pterodactyls, and I murdered them to no end.
You did? Oh, you were able to murder pterodactyls?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
I'm
they were
impressed.
offline. Their pterodactyls were just sitting there, sitting pretty, and I killed them all.
So if you attack a docile dinosaur when they're offline, it doesn't fight back or do anything?
No, it doesn't.
It just... Okay.
It just
stands
dies.
there dying.
Okay.
So I killed their shit, and ever since then they've been hunting me.
Right. So at this point,
Mhm.
I told Jonathan, I was like, okay, I've spoken to Will.
Yes.
It indeed was him. we have since been amicable with the Sky People and a few other tribes that have been very cooperative on the server. Someone named Jane had killed me, and it may have been a misunderstanding because I thought they hit me with something, so I turned around and started plugging them with arrows, and I knew they were higher level than me, but I was trying to keep them at range.
Yeah.
They came up and just hacked me to bits, and I was like, well, fuck, they took all my shit. That same person found me the last time I played, rode up on a giant Spinosaurus, jumped off, and like gave me like a shitload of hide, like a new helm and all that shit, and I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna be okay. Tribe of Corvus, Sky People, all the tribes are gonna be okay. Except now there's the Will problem. People are literally talking about you in the chat when you're not online.
I know.
There's this fucking guy named Will. And so
That is
I
awesome.
talked to Sam, and what we thought we would do now is we're like, okay, so
I wish you guys could see his face right now.
regardless of who started it, like this is
You should
this is the
see
har-
this.
This is the hard diplomacy,
Yeah.
but you have to be okay with it because I don't think you're going to be okay with it, and then we're going to have to figure out something. So we thought we would let everybody know, like, we want to make an announcement about the Will situation. If you'd like to meet us at our farm, you can. Just have people come join us at the bottom of the mountain. We have a shitty farm. Some of you know where it is. When Will joined the server, he believed he was attacked, whether he was or wasn't. Like, he decided to be retaliatory, and that's the way things happened. But at this point, we would like to just move on in good faith, where we can all work together. And so as a show of good faith, we're going to bring Will out, strip him down, and beat him with clubs in front of you. And so we thought that would be the best way to smooth things over without getting our shit raised.
Yeah.
But we're like, he's never going to go for that. Are they going to, like, faction, like Splinter Cell faction off of our tribe? Because Cal was like, fuck that, we should just kill him.
I know. That's his
He-
response. It's been his response since the beginning. He's like, let's fucking kill him.
But
We're like, we can't.
We can't.
Like-
we can't kill him.
Like, well,
not yet.
When I started the game as well, when
Yeah.
I was playing with Will, we're just going along. He's like, yo, just do this. He's showing me how to play the game. And then out of nowhere, like a bush, out of nowhere, I get like fucking sniped.
Yeah.
Like just,
Yeah.
and I'm like, hello?
And we've been raided a few times. Our farm has. They've come in and stolen some of our shit. Sometimes they'll kill our dinosaurs or whatever. We actually got our worst raid just recently where they, like, tore our shit to the ground.
Jesus.
I don't know if it's in retaliation to that because I still had Will's Jackbox there and they just decided to come raid our shit, or if it was just random. I have no idea. Jonathan's rebuilding, and we're going to rebuild. But basically, when we get you guys up there, when we induct you into the tribe, the next time they see you, they'll see you that you are part of this group.
I'm
Now-
and we'll have to figure out some way to handle this.
I'm scared to death to join you guys in this game.
Now we have to, now Will, you have to
It's
continue.
a sticky situation.
I've got a proposition.
But-
Yeah, what do you got,
I was
man?
gonna say before that, you also have to finish what happened because they don't know what happened to us.
Oh, that's true. So Calvin and I, we were being hunted. We were alone. We were scared. We were hungry and a little horny. we
Now I'm really scared to join you.
and we gallivanted off into the woods and
Like you do.
Like
found
you do.
found a kind of a secluded beach
Mhm.
towards the eastern part of the island.
It's like the medium hard area.
yeah,
Okay.
and
So you went like up and around then.
yeah.
Well,
Well, I had
we're like on
started
the opposite
there.
side of you.
I had started there because I didn't know that I could even change to easy parts of the island.
Oh,
I
you started in medium. Okay.
So I was
Right.
already pretty well known to that area. I was like, let's go here. I think we'll be safe. So we found a little inlet surrounded by mountains, and we decided to build a little cabin in there.
Yeah.
And then we didn't get on for about 2 or 3 days. Only to, I log back in, and I'm like, I wonder how our guys are doing. I wake up in a cage. Yeah, I'm in a cage right now, Steven.
Was there like a tarp over it or anything
Yes.
like that?
Yeah, they put a fucking
they
little-
Jessied you from like, Breaking Bad, like they threw you in a cage and put a tarp over it.
There's like a thing over it. I can only see
A
the
cloth?
ground. And so I wake
Okay.
up and I'm kneeling down. I'm like, what the fuck? And I go, hello?
Yeah.
Hello? And I'm literally like kidnapped in this cage. And some guy goes, what? And I go, I'm in a fucking cage. And he goes, oh, yeah, you're fucked. And I go,
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I go, well, fuck you, man. And he goes, you killed our shit. I go, you fucking killed me. Fuck you. And he goes, I don't care. You're fucked. He goes, you might as well quit the game. And I was like, no, I won't quit. But
Yeah.
Fuck you. So
So you have to figure out.
here's my
something,
thing.
yeah.
Here's where my proposition goes.
Okay, yeah, what
I
do you got?
will not go quietly into the night.
Sure.
Steven. This guy said, fuck me.
He did.
He put me in a cage. He stole all my things.
He did that.
And so now I will
And I'm afraid to get on.
I will
I haven't been on to see where my body is.
I will take vengeance on
This
this guy.
tribal war will extend beyond Ark
So-
Evolved, and he will actually
We
go
have
and
to-
hunt down the actual person that plays this game.
We have to get good enough to be
True.
able to even take them on first. But also, this is sidetracking us from our goal. Our goal was to build a Thunderdome in which we would snag noobs from the beach, place them in the Thunderdome, and make them fight each other.
That's a great idea.
That's a kind of
And then whoever wins, we would bestow hide and weapons and armor to.
And let them join
so
the tribe.
we got a long way to go, and we can make this work. We can figure out something.
But vengeance
I'm
doesn't
sure
have
we
to
can
be
figure
taking
it out.
place
We're gonna have
first.
to, yeah. Well, we're gonna have to figure out something, and I'm sure
Yes.
that we can. But in the meantime, I guess stay tuned for Arc drama. If as long as you can die and you can respawn.
Yeah.
There was someone had logged out in our farm, like today, and they had tried to raid us or whatever. I don't know if they had connection problems or what, but they logged out in our house. So Jonathan took everything from them, and then took their body, and then drug their body out to where the Dilophosaurs could eat them.
Huh.
Can you
Fucking savage.
can you build ditches? Like
No, you can't. You
can't
can't
dig?
alter the terrain like in Minecraft.
Question.
Yeah.
Will,
Yes.
are you handcuffed?
No. I still got my dick.
So you're
You're
okay.
swinging cod.
I've
But-
just been in the cage just jerking off.
Sam
much.
has just informed me that if you're caught in a cage like you are now,
Uh-huh.
your captors can force feed you berries and you won't actually die.
Well, see, they won't be
That's
online
fucked.
when I'll be online. They
Yeah,
won't be
if you
online,
can do it when they're not online,
then
you
I'll
can punch
myself
yourself to death.
and
Right.
jerk off.
It's basically the
It's-
version
is
of
it a
Kill Bill
two-hand
Volume
motion?
2 where you're inside
Yeah.
trying to like slam and then you just pass out and die.
Yeah, I'm gonna 1-inch punch my own cock.
Oh
until I die.
I'm going to call my masturbation sessions that. I'm
Oh,
going to
man.
1-inch punch my
I really
own
wish
cock.
you could masturbate in the game because I would want my captors to just see me shitting on myself and jerking off. And
Don't
be like,
shit all over
Like,
yourself.
this is
Shit
what
all
you
over
get
the-
rid of this
Hey,
guy.
Yeah, this is what you wanted,
Someone
assholes.
take him outside.
And it straight up like because it says you defecated.
Yeah.
I wish there was some.
defecated.
It even comes with a sound too.
Yeah.
Actually, we're actually doing a webcomic on that concept.
I wish you had the option of
Defecation?
Yeah.
swinging back
Fair
and
enough.
forth on the upper bars of the cage like
Yeah.
a gorilla while you fling your
because
filth at your
because
captors.
no matter how far you come, you could be wearing like metal neon Tron armor and walk around with machine guns and the and
and
dinosaurs.
if you don't
and-
save in a
and-
fucking NORAD safe house, you're fucked.
no, but if like you could have all the technology and still shit yourself as you're walking outside, like
It's
you're
so
always
silly.
there. But we're gonna shift to board games now, gentlemen. We're defining board games as a game that comes with proprietary
game you play on a
board.
board.
A game you play on a board, and typically one that is proprietary, like one that comes with it. So, what's your favorite board game?
Don't ask me that question. Far too involving.
Name top 3. Like what couple of your favorites?
Battlestar Galactica, Dead of Winter, and Pandemic.
What's Dead of Winter?
Dead of Winter is Are You a Werewolf with Zombies?
Oh, that's cool.
You have your all individual player characters. They all have their individual like strengths and weaknesses and such. Prior to the game, you get your individual mission that you may or may not decide to reveal to the rest of the group. And if you succeed in that, regardless of whether or not your little tribe colony thing survives the thing, if you live and that mission is completed, you win the game.
Okay.
So you can.
Oh, welcome, Luminal Rat 4800. Welcome. Follow us if you haven't yet. We're heading towards 200.
And of course, like I said, this is a combination of like zombies and werewolf. So you could be playing people to be like you're the pyromaniac. I remember one guy got that where he had to collect 8 cans of gas.
8?
8.
Okay.
Which is really hard to do because you have to keep throwing into the pile whenever a crisis comes up, or you have to feed the supply chain. And of course, you start at this one major building here, and then you have like a veterinary clinic or a library or a couple other locations you can go to. And depending on where you go, you will run into different kinds of supplies, and you will always have the chance of running into zombies out there.
Hey, Luminal Rat, thanks for the follow. We're 5 away from 200.
That's me at 100%.
Man,
Enjoy the
that's great.
gift.
I remember when 100 was like the big deal.
Yeah, 100 was a big deal, and I wore a dress.
Yeah.
So we're going for 200.
You'll get a sex change.
I don't know.
We'll shave his
I
head.
will just be Nation DMB. Thanks for coming by. We do not have the. I will not be YouTubing any videos today. And for all of you listening on our audio podcast, we are not heavy visuals today, but we will be showing the game boards. But there you go. Cal, when you're playing a board game, what's your go-to? Do you have a favorite one?
I mean, I do have a favorite. Like, and you said anything to find on a board.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really enjoy chess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
To be honest, I like.
You're a chess man.
I enjoy chess. It's like competitive. It's strategic. You gotta be smart, and you get to crush your opponent by taking his pieces away.
I
Like, fuck you. Give me your
so
pieces.
I like checkers a whole lot. Chess stresses me the fuck out because I always feel like I'm 3 steps behind.
Well,
that's because you
That's
usually
because
are.
you're losing.
That's because you're dumb as fuck.
Because you're bad at chess.
Right.
But I also am a fan of Monopoly and
Yeah?
and Risk.
People actually like Monopoly. Sky and Kyra said Monopoly.
I
earlier
say
today.
Monopoly because, again, step on my house and give me your damn money.
Jesus. What about you,
Like-
Will? You got board game you go to?
13 Dead End Drive.
Really?
I don't even know what that is.
It's my favorite.
I
As a kid.
actually had an image of the board, and then I deleted it because I didn't know what it was, and so
Really?
I didn't know how to talk about it.
Oh yeah. Well,
So tell me about 13
it's like
Dead End Drive.
Clue, but not because it really didn't have a lot
The
to do
fuck?
with Clue. It was like
it's fine. Is it like? I saw that it was sort of set up. You have characters and you have
Yes.
areas of the house or something,
there's
right?
areas of this house where you're trying to solve a murder, but each room has like a little trap in it that's an actual like game piece.
Well, that's kind of cool.
That if your character lands on it, it'll actually like send it through a trap. It's kind of
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty cool.
That sounds
But
pretty
I
dope.
love-
Sounds vaguely familiar,
I
too.
loved playing that shit as
Oh,
a kid.
well, I just thought
So-
of another good one.
Yeah?
too. Mousetrap.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck
Actually,
yeah.
we're gonna get to that one actually. So one of
Like,
my
yeah.
favorites.
I used to play.
Shark says 13 Dead End Drive is like a murdering version of Clue.
Yes.
So a murder has taken place, and you're also killing.
Yes. Or you're also getting killed off.
Oh, okay.
The house is trying
we need
to
to
kill
play
you.
this, Will. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
one,
it's pretty
one,
dope.
one of my favorite games is this bad boy right here.
Oh,
Battleship.
okay.
Fuck
Yeah.
it, Battleship.
That's a great game, too.
Battleships.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Have you guys played Battleship before? I mean, there's gonna be some like I'd want to make sure that I imagine that you have
Have you played Drunken Battleships?
like with shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not.
Battle
I have
Shot.
been
It's
dying
called Battle
to play
Shots,
Battle Shots.
and it'll fuck your world.
Yeah, it will fuck your world. Because anytime they sink when you're battleship, you have to take a
you
shot.
Have, you have to take a shot, or every time they
It's
hit your
the hit,
battleship,
right? Then you take a
Yeah.
shot from the
I've
hit.
played with if it's
There's
a
actual
hit, you
boards,
take a
though.
drink of your beer or whatever.
Okay,
drink
you
it.
just
and
sip,
if they
and then-
sink
Well,
it, you take a shot.
Well, there's the thing.
Oh,
People
shit.
have made actual boards where the whole ship is the size of the shot glasses.
Oh yeah.
So
Right.
you get just destroyed.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drinking game? For the record.
It's called the bar.
it's just straight drinking.
Just go to the bar.
So like one of the ones that it's not a board game, but like ride the bus.
Oh, you're
Have you
talking
played
card
that?
game. I like beer pong. But
Any sort of drinking game doesn't have
Yeah,
to be a board game.
beer
but
pong.
I'm just curious.
King's Cup.
King's Cup.
It's the
That's a
funnest
good one,
like
too.
That's the
group
where you
game.
set it in the circle on top
Yeah.
of the cup and you draw the cards out, right?
Right.
Okay.
It's a fun group
it is a fun one.
game.
What about you, Chuck?
There
Is
are,
it ride the bus?
there are drinking games?
Dude, can we do a drinking game episode where it's gaming.
It's
No,
gaming.
Technically
Yeah, but it's
gaming.
also consumption of alcohol, and
Here's-
that might be a TOS.
No,
violation.
it's not.
It's not.
It's
not?
not. No, it's not.
Does that mean I have to have a Dark Souls drinking game now?
So here's the reason that I hadn't done that before is because when we first launched the podcast, like episode 1 or 2, a couple of guys were like, let's drink during it and it'll be really fun. And someone told me, they're like, that it always sounds really fun, but people drinking on a podcast is actually really fucking annoying. It's hard to listen to. But that may be fun.
Yeah.
Doing the drinking game podcast where at the end I don't know how to turn off the fucking stream. And it just sits there for 6 hours
damn
while I'm
it, I can't
passed out
find
on
the
the
button.
couch.
Because
Just click.
what we could do is do like a series of video games. Like, have you ever played Drunk Mario Kart?
It's called Beerio Kart.
Beerio Kart?
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Where you have to finish your beer before the race ends, but you can't drink and drive. So you have to pull over.
And you gotta try to drink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you have to finish your beer before the whole race ends, but you cannot drink and drive.
Awesome.
Betrayal.
Who's played Betrayal on House?
I have.
Give me a rundown of how this works.
13 Dead End Drive. Right? The house is-
Shark yells, I volunteer as tribute for the
Yeah.
drinking game.
13 Dead End Drive, you have a house that's killing you. Now, imagine that the house is... there are several different levels. It is a 3D house, and the house is procedurally generated. Like,
Oh,
there is
okay.
a stack of cards
Right.
that you
Sort of
draw.
like the Zombies game where you fill out the town as it plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
That's kinda
with every event...
Ulfric Warborn suggested Betrayal on House of the Hill for the record. In addition
Excellent
to Chuck,
suggestion,
yeah.
by the way. But yeah, with
There's
every
a
card
little
that's
bit
drawn,
of werewolf in there, right? Like a little bit of mafia of trying to figure out who's the bad guy.
you don't really know who the bad guy is until you get to a certain point, and then the story will determine who the bad guy is.
Okay. So you may be the bad guy and not know it yourself.
Bingo.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
kinda cool.
Have you guys played this game before?
I've never played
I
it.
haven't
Me
played
neither.
a board game
Yeah,
in a while.
no-
It was hard to find in the Metroplex and DFW for a while because they were sold out everywhere.
Oh, this is a very
It may still be
popular
sold
game.
out, yeah.
Very, very popular game.
Wow.
Note how there are two instruction booklets. There's the survival, and then there's the trader's tome. The trader's tome, like, the only thing that you're going to know out of that, if you're not the trader, is the fact that that person has the trader's tome.
I don't feel like you can know
Gotcha.
anything out of those books. It says not to read them.
Not to read
Just
until
yeah.
I
It
think
just says
there's
do not read. Well, why is there damn books?
It's like until the turning point. of the
Candyland.
game. Oh my god.
It's a classic.
Ooh,
I know everybody's played Candyland.
Yeah.
It's just random, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
just random.
Yeah.
There is no
There's-
strategy. It
there's
could
skill-
play itself,
There's
right?
skill to it.
Did you?
What's the skill, Will? Is it slapping someone in the face until they don't want to play it anymore?
Yes, it is. I always wanted to eat a lot of the stuff that
What about?
it all looked
did you
really
put
tasty.
It does look
Did you
delicious.
put
Yeah.
shoots and ladders on there?
Don't remember. But how do you feel about Shoots and Ladders? Do you prefer it to Candyland?
Probably.
What about you, Chuck? You ever Candylanded up? Yes, but didn't like it, or no, haven't?
I have,
You have.
unfortunately.
Did it break some friendships for you?
No, it's just this game fucking sucks.
Is it just a random like?
It's boring. There's hardly anything to it.
I mean,
Like,
it is
it's-
for
look,
children.
it is for children, yes, but at the same time, so is Carcassonne. Carcassonne, they've made a version for kids. They've simplified it, and it is
Carcassonne
still,
is a good board game too.
Yes.
Dragonfly says Chuck has Kingpin voice going on
I
tonight.
know. I was about to
Yeah.
say, what's
Yeah.
going on with your voice tonight?
I
Are you hurting?
got a little sick
Oh.
this
Yeah.
morning.
Don't French him today.
Please don't.
No Frenching.
Are you sick right now?
No, it's just
He's in recovery mode.
I'm in-
I hope he's
I'm
not
in
sick right
recovery.
now.
Yeah. So we all start, just a wave of
If
vomit
you just see
by
if
the
we
end of
start
this game.
passing out, it's because of Chuck.
Hey, Robotical Nick. Good to see you. Hero Quest changed my life, he says.
Hero Quest is a thing.
Hero
Now,
Quest is one of my favorite games. Noah and I and the band, we all play it.
What is it's
I
is
don't
there a
even know what
board?
this
It's,
is.
It's like an
Dungeons and
easy
Dragons
Dungeons and
with
Dragons.
with training wheels. You
Yeah.
get a board. The board is it's
play.
situationally designed. Like they
Okay.
give
That
you
sounds dope.
like
don't ever get
a
invited to play
scenario,
games.
and then they tell you
Yeah.
where to put all the walls and all the doors and shit, and
Okay.
where all the enemies.
Yeah.
And you're role playing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you've got 4 different characters you
Yeah.
can play
Yeah,
as.
4 characters.
And then they all have their different stats and
What
everything.
are the characters? Will?
There's an elf, warrior, mage, and
barbarian.
Barbarian.
Okay, so pretty standard fare.
Yeah.
So can you be Rook and Blood Moon in Hero Quest?
I always make my guy Rook and Blood Moon.
Okay, sure.
Because he's an elf. But
But that all of that right there is entirely done on the player's discretion.
True.
There is nothing in Hero Quest that says you can or cannot do that.
right.
Sky and Kyra says Chuck is turning into Batman, and June says that voice.
That voice.
So here's one of the greatest scripts of all time
Oh yeah.
in cinematic history was based on this game Clue.
Oh yeah.
Now, okay, just so we're aware, moment of truth here. I have never once played a game of Clue.
Really?
Really?
I've never played
Do
Clue.
you guys have a what because they have variants of Clue. They have like Simpsons Clue and Metal Gear Risk and stuff like that.
My girlfriend
Nintendo
has
Monopoly.
the Big Bang Theory Clue.
Oh.
I thought that'd get your attention.
Why?
Just ask Crystal why.
Why?
Fucking why?
'Cause she's a fan of the Big Bang Theory.
Do you have
alright?
a
I'm sorry.
variant of any of these style of games that really hit you?
Mass Effect Monopoly?
Mass Effect Monopoly. That'd be good.
They have a Simpsons Monopoly.
The Halo Risk is pretty cool.
Halo Risk is cool. We've mentioned it before. We tweak the rules on Halo Risk. Normally in a Risk game, at the end of each round, you replenish your troops. We call them mans. So you replenish your mans after each one. We tweak the rules in Halo Risk where the Covenant and the UNSC replenish normally, but the only way that the Flood replenish is by killing someone. But they get an extra mans on each kill. So it's not very balanced. So either the Flood just rolls,
So
or
the game
you
ends.
you kill it, or you kill it out.
So
at
it's
the beginning.
closer. It's closer to the canonical story where the flood
It's a
will
bit
just
more canonical
decimate
than that.
everything, or it just stops dead in its tracks.
Pretty much.
Shark says she has the Scooby Doo clue.
I accept
Very
that.
fitting.
And Sky, yeah, we mentioned chess earlier.
Bree just bought Clue, and it's like some kind of updated version where all the characters are like hipsters.
Oh, I remember we mentioned that
What?
months ago.
Yeah.
Hipster clue was like one's got a vape pen.
Wow.
It's very upsetting.
Colonel Mustard
That
has
sounds
like
like
a home knit scarf.
Yeah.
That hurts me.
I want to see this.
All the characters are super politically correct. They're not even their original names anymore.
Oh, it's like
Wow.
Mr. or Ms. Peacock.
Yeah. It's
What the
don't
shit?
assume my gender.
I do
it's-
want to see that game.
Oh, it's upsetting.
I want to see
I think
this.
it was, if I remember right, Caldane mentioned that he would I asked, I think it was on the podcast when we were at the meetup on the best game in the world, greatest game in the world podcast. Did he say that he had a table flipping moment where someone else flipped the table on him because they asked if it was, it was during Clue, I think, like Colonel Mustard in this with the wrench, and he just lied to him and said no. And then when they figured out at the end that he lied to him, they flipped the fucking table.
That does sound like something Caldane would do.
I think
That
that's
is-
Caldane's story. I want to put that to Caldane.
I respect that. I just want
Um,
to put that out there.
Game Guy says they were going through their crap in the attic and found Pokemon Master Trainer. Is that a board game?
I don't know.
A board game?
I
I've
take
never
it
heard
it
of
is.
I mean, I
It's a card game.
I trust you. I trust
Probably.
you.
But
Have you guys ever flipped a table? Have you ever been, have you ever been on a board game, playing a board game with friends or family, going "fuck this"
yes.
and or just left?
It's called Risk.
Okay. How'd you risk?
No.
Oh, fuck that game.
No.
It's playing with Eric Detweiler and John Mosley.
Fucking Detweiler.
Gotta hold
Like-
Australia, man.
Like, dude,
Just hold Australia.
just
Build up, build up, build up, build
no,
up, build
fuck,
up.
fuck. Like, we're
And
all
then
pretty.
wave.
Yeah, but man, fuck playing. Like, it's like a 7-hour game when I
Oh,
play with them.
Dragonfly says we have Simpsons Clue, Mass Effect Monopoly, Star Wars Monopoly, Doctor Who Monopoly, but no Big Bang Theory anything in all caps.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
She says,
Oh, I know
you
why.
don't know me
Because
at all.
It's for. I'm sorry, baby.
Dang.
I forgot. It is actually
called
for
you out.
sale. But yes, Big Bang Theory Clue does exist.
Okay, it exists out there. What do you guys think of this guy?
Hell
hungry,
yeah.
No.
hungry hippos.
That's my life.
No.
I used to snap my brother's fingers in it.
That is.
Again, it's just start and like it could just autoplay itself, right?
Yeah.
There's no.
You just
Yeah.
tap it.
You just
Oh,
tap.
what is-
What about Crossfire? Is that what you're about to
That's
say?
what I'm about to
Yeah,
say.
is
How
Crossfire the shit?
Don't get caught up in the
Crossfire!
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circa 1991.
That was a
And
great.
that kid with the
Those
spiky
commercials
hair.
were fucking slick
They were
too.
so
They were
rad.
dope,
Because
yeah.
it
I
was
was
like
like, yeah,
a VR experience where you're like shooting your friends
with
like,
lasers
in an
and
arena.
like,
Like,
down the
yeah.
halls. Yeah, dude.
And then
Yeah.
you
So
get
good.
it and you're
I'm
like,
with
what
you.
the fuck?
And they're
This
just
is
fucking like
shit.
Where's
steel
the
balls.
Thunderdome crowd? Where's all the flames and pyrotechnics?
The
and
spinners
shit?
were cool, but that was sort of a thing about commercials in the 80s and 90s, though. Was like with action figures, you'd be like, Ninja Turtles, and they broke a brick wall, and they fly in on their shit, and they slam down into the lake, and you're like, that's cool. And then
I
you get
know.
it, and you may have the turtle, and you may even have the plane, but you don't have that awesome
Yeah.
terrain, like
Yeah.
multicultural
You don't have
terrain.
the set, yeah.
You don't have the
Movie
set for it.
They
set
always
to
had
play
like
on.
a breakaway brick wall, and that was always
Yeah.
like the fucking.
And they
That
always
was the
say
jam. Yeah.
bricks are not sold separately.
Yeah, that's true.
Bricks aren't sold separately. The bricks aren't sold. They don't
Yeah.
fucking sell the bricks.
Sell
You
the
have to
damn
go to a
sold.
prop store to find
They
that
don't
shit
make
or something.
These fucking bricks.
Hello, Cancer. Welcome to the Angry Cuddles podcast. We're talking about board games today. If you guys haven't yet, feel free to follow us at the bottom. We are almost to 200, and welcome. What about this guy right here? This is the game
of life.
The game
of life.
Bleach,
Is the
Beachy
game
life? What
game-
the fuck is that?
the game better, or is the cereal better?
Same.
Cereal's better.
I think the game's better. I hated the
Cinnamon
cereal.
Life.
Oh, dude, Cinnamon Life. There it
Cinnamon
is.
Life's the shit, though, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
there you
Cinnamon
go.
Life is.
You don't like the cereal.
No. I don't like the
Pumpkin
commercials. I don't like
cereal.
the cereal.
Okay. Everything about it turns you off?
Because that's the kid. That's Hey Mikey.
It is Mikey.
likes
Yeah,
it.
Mikey likes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was that Kicks?
That was
That's
Kicks.
Kicks. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah.
Never mind. Not,
But-
No,
no
that was
opinion.
Kid. No, it was Life. It was Life
Oh, it
because
was
it's kid tested, mother approved for Kicks.
But yeah,
But the kid that tested it wasn't Mikey.
wasn't Mikey.
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. It was a different kid.
This game was awesome.
Anyway, Life
Yeah.
is.
I loved Life.
I opened up this game several times and never played it. So I don't even know
do you
what
have
the.
it?
I don't even know what the. I don't have it anymore. I had it as a kid.
I was
but
gonna say.
I just remember spinning the thing for a little while and be like, that's cool.
Yeah.
The last time I played this game, I wound up having to get a second car to fit all of the children that I wound up having as a result of this game.
Horny
Jesus.
little slut.
I didn't. I can't control the spinner. I can't control that wheel.
Game Guy says Mikey was better. And Cancer mentions, what about Sorry, the game of being a dick? And yeah, we're gonna get there. I'm gonna show you that board in a little bit. That was the one that we played a shitload
That's a great
of,
game, too.
for sure. What was the point of life?
To succeed.
Yeah, it'd be successful.
How does it end? How does it come
You
to an
retire.
end?
You retire.
All
And
the
whoever-
players retire.
Whoever
and-
made the most money wins.
This is like
And-
The Sims, but board game.
Yeah,
Basically.
you and all the players retire, and then all of the different assets that you have a different monetary value, and they add up your cash in hand plus all of your property plus all the things that you've included.
So it is monetary.
It is
So
monetary.
you couldn't live a happy life and win the game being middle class. Like you had to
You had to
be
get
net
money.
positive. Like you had to be bank.
No,
Right.
I mean you could retire to suburbia, and that was a way to end. But you were aiming for the Diamond Estates.
Yeah, it depends on your definition of happiness, Stephen.
No, because you could just declare yourself the winner like halfway through. Like I'm good actually. Like I have a good family. A daughter
Got a
made an
couple
A in
kids, got a
school.
car.
Set.
I win.
I sent my
I
kid
win,
to
yeah.
college. I'm good.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And you know what? I did send my kid to college. I am good. You know?
So the game of Monopoly, actually, we learned again at the podcast crossover that
Everybody fucking
there's-
hates this game.
There's a rule
Oh, I
though
enjoy this game.
that you're only supposed to play for 1 hour. I believe
1
there's an
hour,
actual
Crystal.
time limit.
You're only supposed to play this game for
think
1
We were
hour.
I haven't looked this up. I was told this by a different podcast. If I'm wrong, you can blame Planeswalker Asylum. Go
No, I
listen
thought
to
it was Chicks
Planeswalker
with
Asylum.
Flicks.
It was Planeswalker Asylum. It was the Sam and
Is
And
there
Dan.
is there a
Sam and Dan,
Monopoly
thank you.
board in this house?
in this house.
Yes.
Yes, I believe in this.
Why don't we check the
boom,
rule
boom, boom
book?
right there.
Oh,
well,
well,
we
you
would
can't
have to
right now.
open it and,
Yeah,
and
that's
everything
true.
like that.
I hate
fair enough.
Monopoly.
What was your avatar in Monopoly?
I was always the either little dog or the hat,
Yeah.
but I hated it.
I was
It's every
Why?
Christmas, every fucking Christmas, like me, my dad, and my brother would get like fucking hammered and play Monopoly.
Because drunk Monopoly certainly is going to work better than
Yeah.
regular Monopoly.
Well, my brother too. He's really good at Monopoly. I don't know how. He just always.
So he
Is
read
it a
all the
shrewd
st-
businessman.
yeah.
He read all the
and
strats.
He completely isn't. I'm just like long haired asshole. He's like, let me borrow some money. So he destroys me every fucking game.
Skycar mentioned Shadows over Camelot, which I've never heard of.
Never heard of
I don't know that one.
Is it a board game, audience? Yep. Okay. We're getting a nod that it is a board game and that it's good. Game Guy says, by the way, Calvin, on Steam, there's a free-to-play game called Paladins, and he thinks that you would enjoy it.
Radical. I will get it tonight.
Okay, yeah. Dragonfly says, screw that. Monopoly is done when I take everyone's money.
I like you. Yes, you are my type of player. I like the savage gameplay.
Goddamn
Monopoly.
Step up off my girl, homie.
Goddamn, Crystal. And June says, Hobbs, ? Which I just directed towards you, Cal, I guess.
Yes. What about
Hobbs.
Hello?
Are you going as Hobbs this year for Halloween?
Oh, maybe
You should put on a tiger
You're
suit
tall
and
enough.
go as Irony.
that.
It would be funny.
I didn't. That was
And no
good.
one would get it.
Yeah. No, I like that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's-
Like
it's a
holy
good
shit.
idea, right?
That was a great idea.
So this one was mentioned earlier. This is Mousetrap. And
Yeah.
this was the
Fuck
game
yes.
that you wanted, like,
You
as a
wanted
kid,
to lose.
I want to fucking see all of that shit. And it took like 6 hours to set up. And when you set it up, at least for me, I was like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah.
And like by the time,
You want a game that takes forever to fucking day to set up? Mansions of Madness.
yeah,
Oh my god.
does it have this sort of contraption-y kind of a?
You
set
set
it
No,
to it,
but it's
possibly
got
set
like
off.
multiple cards for the board that you may or may not be using depending on the story that you're playing. You have different like monsters, you have different traps, you have different things that you got to put in, and then you got to get everybody's pieces out because who are you playing as? Who are you playing as? And then you got the magic spells and shit, and then you got everybody's like info cards.
don't have a
Just
conniption.
Lots and lots of
He's about to
really-
conniption. He's about to conniption. Bring him in.
Breathe.
He's about to conniption.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. And luckily, Mansions of Madness is now on its second version, and there is an app for it.
Oh, yeah?
So it handles. I hope it handles all of it on that app.
Did anybody? I'm going to get to Cancer's question here in a second. But did anybody play Mousetrap like properly?
Yeah, I play with my family, my dad, my brother.
You actually played the game.
Yeah.
Itself. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it fun? Because all I did was set it up and knock it down and throw it away.
Well,
and put it back.
that's the joy of Rube Goldberg devices.
Rube
Did you ever
Goldberg.
play
I was
the-
trying to think of that.
Did you ever
Great
play
damn game.
It was great.
a
the
great
Incredible
game.
Machine
Yeah, that was great.
from Sierra back when you
Yeah,
were
on
in-
the computer.
Yeah.
that was a great game too.
That was a fucking amazing game.
Okay.
Should be super cheap now.
A bit of a tangent. Cancer asks, "What do you think of CS:GO? Anybody play Counter-Strike Go at all?"
I don't.
Chuck, I
play-
don't think that's really your bag, baby.
I have it. I don't play it, but I see from.
Sorry,
I
Cancer.
see why people like it.
I love watching.
Yeah, I love watching that game. That's
Videos
really,
from CS:GO.
like,
Those
that game
guys
is-
are, and those guys and girls
they're
are
really
fucking great.
They have great precision shots, and that's one thing I lack in a PC game. where-
That's the thing that I can't do.
Their fast twitch is
That's
way better than mine.
and that's exactly what I can't do. That's
but
why I
I
usually
definitely
prefer.
think it's a great game, and if you prefer like that really hard first person shooter, like go for it, man.
it's a good spectator game.
because it's a
for
great,
sure.
but it's a great
You
spectator
ever play,
game
you ever
too.
play Counter-Strike? Well,
Of course.
would you
That was like my middle school game.
really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was the thing back when I was in high school.
Why do you think you can guitar so
Freshman
well?
high school.
Would you still play it at all? Is it
No,
what happened between you two?
I've discovered like, I guess that was around the time when I discovered Elder Scrolls Morrowind.
Oh,
And-
so
and-
you
oh,
discovered.
okay, so
That's
you
what
just-
happened. You discovered good games.
You left
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
You left her.
It's not necessarily a bad game.
Shark
it's just
apparently also
not
did
your
play
taste.
Mousetrap, like legit. What about? That was a terrible buzzer. It was supposed to be like
was really
Operation. Sorry, I'm going through puberty right now, so
Yeah.
give me a goddamn second. Again, Operation. Did you? Goodness gracious,
I tell you,
get the Satan out, boy.
I've been sneezing all fucking day.
Get the Satan out. Who had Operation? Who played
I
it?
did.
You did.
I had an appendectomy when I was a sophomore in college.
You did.
Yeah.
Did you? Did you buzz whenever like? Just kidding.
I
Get it
wish
out.
I-
Just kidding. Get it
Oh,
out.
that would've
I
been-
wish
that
I
would've been great.
Did you? I want to ask you a question, but apparently,
Hello, I'm here.
He's not taking any
Satan's-
questions. There'll be no
Satan's still
comments
inside
from
me,
the
though.
president at this time.
I see there's money here, and I thought all it was you take turns getting stuff out, and whoever got the most out wins.
No,
you-
you lose money every time you hit a buzzer.
Oh.
And you gain money for every successful pull.
Correct.
Okay.
And then whoever had the most money when all the parts were removed won.
Oh, so you remove every part, and then you get money, which is essentially your points,
And
depending
you-
on how well you do.
Exactly.
And then the other person does a complete operation. Here's the thing about this guy: they're removing everything from him. They're not replacing it with fucking anything.
Yeah.
This is a cadaver,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? For medical science.
Yeah.
How do you think they learn?
I'm just.
He's a fucking dead body.
I totally want to get a red clown nose on a cadaver if I ever go to med school, and just sneak in beforehand, know which one they're going to be working on, put the put the little clown nose on it, and then when they pull it out and unzip it, and they go, voila.
In regards to Mousetrap, Dragonfly says, got it set up, push the ball to make it drop, put it away. Never play the game. So that's what I did.
You should have
That's
played
what
it.
I did.
It's lots of fun.
Did we miss out?
I played
I thought it was great.
once.
Did you guys ever have the buzzer go out in operation? Like, you buzzed it so much it doesn't work anymore? And
No, I
like,
played the game like once and threw it away.
oh, really? Not a fan of it then?
Not really, no. The sound alone just killed me inside.
There's a game I used to play with. Oh, go ahead.
What?
Were you about to say something?
I was just laughing at the comments. I threw it away.
Like, I guess him going
I
to
threw
the
it
trash
on the
can.
ground.
This was
Fuck
crap.
game.
There's a game that I played with Charlie, who's the 5-year-old that I used to live with, called Pop the Pig, and you fed a pig burgers, and then each burger had a number on it, and then you
Crazy.
pump it that number of times, and then when it like exploded from hunger, like that was you lost if the pig popped. And it was like a simple little thing, and is clearly made for like the 3 to 5-year-old, 3 to 6-year-old crowd. But I was always like, yeah, fucking pop the pig, sweet. Like I don't know what it was about that game. That was crazy. Game Guy says it's hard to find a replacement thigh bucket, Steve, in regard to Operation. That's true. You get one thigh bucket in life, and then it's over. So here's the granddaddy, at least in terms of our friends.
There it is.
The Risk board.
The Risk board.
This is and we've had I had a couple people mention games like Stratego. What was the other one? Grape Escape. No, it wasn't Grape Escape. It was No, it's what's the one that like.
What are you trying to
Settlers of Catan.
It's not Settlers of Catan, although Settlers of
Settlers of
Catan
Catan's a good one.
is a game too.
The Cones of Dunshire.
Is that Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. There's another sort of Stratego / Risk type game, and I can't remember it. I did play Diplomacy
It might
for a
be
while.
Never heard of it.
I think it's like the Guns of Navarone or Battalion or some shit.
Guns
like
of
that. I don't know.
Navarone.
That was a movie, right?
That's a movie line, I think.
Fucking love this game.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, this was mentioned by a couple of people.
Scrabble.
Words with friends.
Words with friends.
Oh, that's Scrabble. That's Scrabble en français. That's so cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Noir, je, gagné.
Oh, hey. Guess you're right. I was like, noir, that's a name. That's a word
Yep.
in English.
Yep.
My
Is
God.
Yep. I was gonna just say same.
Leave it to the polyglot around here to get you people educated.
Right, no, you're right. Yeah, this is French. This is French. But do you guys Scrabble or Words with Friends, but especially Scrabble?
I didn't like it.
I hated
words,
it.
fella.
Believe it or
I
not,
like
I
words.
You're like,
So your vernacular is weak. Is that what you're trying to say?
send.
Yeah.
it is not a word. I actually hated Scrabble.
Really?
Yes,
I
because
loved it.
What would happen is this: I speak 3 languages, right?
Fluently.
To
Yes.
varying degrees.
My vocabulary is very well developed. I've got
I'll
a
agree with
really
that.
big dictionary, right?
Yeah.
Is that
You got a
phrasing?
big old dictionary.
Big old dictionary.
It's like a giant floppy dictionary.
That's the word. So I go and play this game thinking, oh, it's a word game. Awesome. And then I noticed that for all of the awesome words that I'm coming up with, I'm not hitting any of the double and triple word scores. So I'm sitting here like, man, I'm coming up with shit you've never even heard of. Every time I lay down a fucking word on this board, you have to pull out your Merriam-Webster.
It's more about placement than the word.
Correct.
Although being able to do both
It's
is
strategy.
is the way.
It's retarded.
It's strategy.
I want a game that allowed me to show off just how much bigger my vocabulary is than yours.
He talks about being able to speak 3 languages, Stephen, but he can't even speak fucking 1.
Oh, got it.
And he dropped the mic on you. So that means you lost.
Entschuldigung.
He talks like he's fucking walking in the mud. He's fucking slow. I don't like him.
Is this a movie thing? Is this
You know
a
who
thing
that is? It's Conor McGregor
Yeah.
from Lockstock?
from UFC. He's
Conor
constantly
McGregor.
in all of his...
talking shit.
Oh no, I got a college degree. I don't watch UFC.
I don't either. The
I mean, I have one of those as well.
his panels. What are the press conferences?
Yeah, it's a press
Yeah,
conference.
It'll be like him and like every other fighter, I guess, and somebody will be like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And then all of a sudden, like somebody will be answering, and he'll be like, "He's fucking trash."
Yeah, he just fucking,
Conor McGregor reminds me of the part Brad Pitt played in Snatch.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
actually
sure.
what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking of.
He
when I
cracks
was
me the
like,
fuck up.
He was really funny.
June, you should get blue hair. Blue hair is awesome. Or purple. Purple hair is
It would help
amazing
if
too.
you had hair, though.
She's got hair. Oh, you could get blue beard though.
You could do the Bluebeard.
Also, the UFC thing was a joke. I actually I've caught some UFC, and those guys are pretty fucking like.
I've never
I was a
had
fan of
You've never seen
UFC
it?
back
It's
before it made
That
bank.
takes
Mainstream.
that takes like talent
Yeah.
for real. So props to UFC guys.
That's the only
Did-
reason I like Conor McGregor is because apparently he backs,
Because of his-
he backs it up.
Well, he went up in an entire weight class to beat someone's ass.
What were you gonna say?
And then
Chuck?
he won after the second round. Second time he fought him.
I'm a
So-
UFC hipster. I
Okay.
liked UFC before it was cool.
Oh, okay. Before and then it became popular, and you didn't like it so much anymore with the sponsorships and whatnot.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's precisely
So when it
my
was
point.
back
It's a
with
shame.
finances?
It's a shame it became successful.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it became successful. It really is.
this
But
mentioned-
that is a that's a podcast for a different time.
Right. Yes.
What-
Astro Zombie Photography says he lost.
Elijah
I think in
Bailey
regard
show.
to,
The first fight,
talked about
the first fight he lost. The second fight that he won. Check your stats.
Yeah, June.
Bruh.
If you change your hair color, let us know. I'm a hair color aficionado.
But yes,
And
he did lose his first fight.
Game Guy says the hair doesn't have to be on your head, Chuck.
bleach your asshole.
Bleach it blue.
Make it blue.
Yeah.
Bleach in color.
Get that blue taint going.
Get an icy starfish going.
Get your grundle just nice.
be the
and blue.
first. Be the first to
Grundle?
You never heard grundle?
to really like
Chuck's face is priceless.
It is
right
it is
now.
uncharted waters that your ass can
It can be deep blue uncharted waters.
Deep blue Chuck is what we
Do you th-
The deep blue grundle of Chuck.
do you think anyone would ever
Where's the-
do that for you, Chuck? Like if you honestly went to a place and you were like, I'd like to get my
fucking
asshole
face.
dyed blue, like my asshole hair.
I'm sure someone would.
Do you think they would?
That is.
I guarantee you someone would. Someone would.
Hey, you
offer
pay
the money. Yeah,
You pay
they'll-
someone
they'll
enough
fucking
money,
do
they'll
it.
do just better.
So I pulled up. Sorry, we were going to talk about that.
Anyway,
But,
board games.
this was one that we played at my grandma's house all the time, and it's simple. You just start and you make your way around. It's mostly random, but there's a little bit of fun of like, fucked you, because you get to slide down the slide and knock people the
it's
fuck off
great.
the board.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And pretty much anything where you get to like fuck over someone else
It's fantastic.
is pretty good. It's got
For
some.
you guys, man.
It's
No,
got
it's
some
so-
value
like
to
chess.
it.
That's the one with the popper, right?
No, that
That's
actually
trouble.
I'm sorry.
is Trouble.
That's Trouble.
Trouble has the popper, and actually
I-
they are similar games. Like they
Yeah.
follow the same
Yes.
thing, and they're made by the same company and everything.
Yes.
A slight variant. Sorry had the little sort of pegs that look like pawns.
Yep.
Yep.
And Trouble had the little sort of thick
The
pegs
end
that look
caps.
like caps essentially.
Now, my family, my two nieces,
Yeah.
little girls, they absolutely love this fucking game. They love it. Anytime, like the whole family's there, they want to play it. And for some weird reason, I am very lucky at this game, and I always beat them.
At Trouble.
And, yes, and they get very upset.
There's something about the,
So how do
the
you feel
popper
about
that
being
makes me
the-
feel like
the
I'm
uncle that beats
gambling,
her?
and I love that feeling.
Feels good.
We know you do.
Well, like if you know, we've been to the
Shreveport?
casino and stuff lately, and they have a sort of a craps, like a virtual craps thing,
Yep.
and it looks like a trouble ball
It does.
thing because it
It does.
pops the dice to roll,
It's true.
and it's like a giant.
Do you win?
You can, but you don't.
But you
Yes.
don't.
Yeah, but you don't.
That's not how this shit works. But is there anything else that we hadn't covered board game? I mean, I'm sure there is, but is there anything else that sticks in your mind as board games that really? I don't say X-wing. You've played some X-wing,
I prefer Imperial Assault.
the bigger one,
No, that's
the
Armada.
fleets. Oh, okay.
Imperial Assault is people.
Is that like
Oh.
fighting someone?
Oh, okay.
kidding.
So more like
Squad-based.
more like Hero Clicks,
It's a squad-based
kind of.
thing.
But with the
Which
strategy and
HeroClix
stuff
is
like
a
that.
good one to mention as well. I had to get out of it because I just
Right.
those pieces. Well, I mean, if you get them right, they could be upwards of $75 to $100.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
I had a few of those.
That's pretty damn expensive.
Yeah,
So-
it is.
Ulfric says, "Glad I came in time for the Grundle talk."
Yeah.
We didn't do Pokemon because we're going to do a different
That's a card game.
podcast
That's a card- that's a
on
card game.
CCGs and collectible card games and stuff like that.
That's when I'll bring Netrunner.
I also we were going to do sometime in the next couple months, probably before the end of the year, we'll do a board game night where we'll play a board game. And I keep going back and forth between wanting to do like Halo Assault, like the fleet. Halo Fleet was kind of like X-Wing with Halo, or doing something else where like four of us can get in. We could even just play Sorry and just, you know.
Yeah,
we could
that's
play
up around.
Sullivan Rules Skip Bo.
The last thing we do before our giveaway
Wait,
today.
Steven.
Yes.
You left out the most important, most dangerous game of them all.
Is it
Man.
dumpster diving with Will?
It's Jumanji.
That is true.
No, was Jumanji
It's a board
wasn't a game before the movie, was it?
Well,
The movie was the movie, and then they made a game.
many historians will argue.
Look at see, yeah, our audience agrees.
I would you play Jumanji, knowing what it is now?
I
Would you
to
play
free
Jumanji?
Robin Williams.
If it was Robin Williams, you would free him.
If he was trapped in the woods.
What if it was Drake?
Drake?
Drake is trapped.
The rapper?
The rapper, and he's trapped in Jumanji.
No, I wouldn't.
You
play the
wouldn't.
game.
He's like, oh no, I'm gonna put this away.
I would bury the game.
Wow.
Who would you play Jumanji to free? Someone who's not like your significant other.
Let's do Brad Pitt.
You would go to Jumanji for Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
all
why
the
not?
people,
I don't
just
know.
Brad
Wow,
Pitt.
nice.
Or Kate Beckinsale. One of the.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you?
I don't
Byron
know.
Commando?
That's a fucking random ass thing.
Who would you free?
Processing. Please wait.
What about Bruce Willis? Be Willie.
Okay, y'all are gonna hate me for this, but
Don't say.
I'm
Hitler.
trying to think
Don't
of
say
somebody
Hitler. Don't say
that's
Hitler.
actually important.
Oh, so like Nelson Mandela's caught in Jumanji.
Yeah.
Nah,
You go.
fuck it.
Just let-
Will, you're such a horror. So yeah, the last thing that we do, and we're gonna get to our giveaway. So if you guys want to win a copy of Batman Arkham Knight on PC, it's got all the DLC with it. Good luck running it though. Just hang out after the podcast. This is the fan can. We draw from it at the end of every podcast and answer the question. They're random questions. If you guys want to add to the fan can, tweet us at AngryCuddles using the hashtag FanCan, and it'll go in here.
What Steven doesn't know is I filled it up this morning against his knowledge, and I suggest you wash your hands after this.
We have
that's-
these are Folgers decaf coffee crystals. You lied to me. This says, is there a universe where you are a Donald Trump follower? If so, how white trash are you? It's a 10 out of 10.
You'd have to be the extra white trash, more like a 15 out of 10.
If
Steven.
you have to
We're
hate,
talking like shiny rebel flag bumper sticker on the back of my 1972 Chevy S10 pickup with the gun rack in the back window,
With your
blasting Toby Keith as loud as as my 5.1 stereo surround 400-watt speakers will allow me to play it over the glass packs in the muffler on my giant 25-inch rims with the 50-inch tires that require me to climb up the ladder in order to get into the driver's side so I can drive
Extreme.
around mudding amongst the Spanish moss of the deep south swamplands. I had sex with my sister last night, and I don't care that I called her mom on by accident. I'm sure she doesn't care either. That kind of white trash, motherfuckers.
Will. Do you have an answer?
I don't talk politics.
What Chuck said. He pretty much got it. So, guys, if you have any, feel free to follow us. Click the
I
little heart at
feel
the
as
bottom
though
of the
my
screen.
face got red doing that.
Our social media is at the top of the screen. You can go to Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook. It's Angry Cuddles. And if you want to hang out afterwards for our YouTube and listeners, we will leave you here. If you're watching on Twitch live, then hang out and we will game giveaway. My name is Steven.
Oh, my name's Chuck.
I'm also Steven.
I'm Will.
And
I'm also
We don't know how to end a show anymore,
I
apparently.
was like, we don't know what the fuck we're doing, but there's where everybody's shit is. Go check out their shit too, as well as ours. And
Because
we're
believe
gonna
us, it's shit.
give us about 15 seconds, and we'll come back and do a giveaway for you guys.
Yeah. Giving you some shit away.